China. The name conjures images of ancient dynasties and futuristic skylines. You land in Shanghai, a city that feels like tomorrow. The scale is overwhelming. Skyscrapers pierce the clouds, crowds flow endlessly. You think you know China from headlines and photos, but you don't. Not really. The first thing you do is eat. A tiny noodle shop, steam rising, the aroma of star anise and broth. An elderly woman hands you a bowl, simple, honest food that connects you to centuries of tradition. Each bite is a story, history, family, resilience. Food here is more than fuel. It's a welcome, a bridge across language and politics. As you eat, you notice the quiet efficiency, the unspoken order. Everyone seems to know their place, moving in a synchronized dance. It's comforting, but also mysterious. You look up, faces on phones, laughing, living. It feels familiar, yet you sense you're only seeing the surface. Beneath, a complex machinery keeps everything in motion. That's the hook. The mystery beneath the normal. You came for the Great Wall and the Terracotta Army, but you stay for the puzzle. What makes this place tick? What's behind the polite smiles and incredible food? China isn't just a destination. It's a riddle you experience, not just see. It challenges your assumptions, gets under your skin. This journey is more than sightseeing. It's about glimpsing the soul of a nation. Complex, captivating, and always just out of reach. You realize, to understand China, you have to let it change you. And that's just the beginning. Traveling here isn't just about booking a flight. There's a system, a big one. You feel it instantly. Your usual social media? Blocked. News from home? Blocked. The Great Firewall shapes your reality, curates your experience. You adapt. Local apps become your lifeline. WeChat for everything. Paying, booking, chatting. Life is digitized, streamlined, and incredibly convenient. But every transaction, every message, every step is seen. Convenience traded for data, an unspoken social contract. Cameras are everywhere, in subways, on streets, watching over crowds. The official line is safety, and the cities are safe. Remarkably so. But you wonder, what's the price of this perfect order? As a traveler, you're an observer, inside the system but never fully part of it. You watch people scan faces to enter buildings, see public screens praising good behavior. It's a world built on data and social credit, not the chaotic, freewheeling travel you might expect. Here, you listen more, observe more, and try to understand a society that's chosen a different path. The rules are clear, the boundaries defined. You exist in a middle ground, subject to the system, but always a guest. The experience is fascinating, sometimes chilling, always thought-provoking. You realize to travel here is to navigate a new kind of order. It's not just about where you go, but how you move through the world. You learn to adapt, to see through a different lens, and in doing so, you glimpse a society balancing control and convenience in ways you've never seen. It's a lesson in adaptation and in humility. The system is part of the story. Morning in Beijing. The city wakes not to roosters, but to smartphone chimes. In parks, people gather for Tai Chi, calligraphy, and dance. Community rituals, coordinated on WeChat, shared online. At lunch, you scan a QR code for the menu, order, pay, and wait. Sometimes for a robot to deliver your food. It's seamless, efficient, almost frictionless, but something's lost. The small talk, the human touch. Efficiency replaces connection. In the old hutongs, life slows down. Neighbors chat. Garlic sizzles, cats nap in sunlight. Yet even here, red banners and cameras remind you, the new world is never far. Residents show QR health codes at the market. Tradition and technology blend. As night falls, giant screens light up with ads, public service messages, patriotic films. The news is relentlessly positive. Progress, unity, national strength. Control isn't just about what's forbidden, it's about what's promoted. The narrative is carefully shaped. A collective story everyone is encouraged to join. You see how the digital age has redefined order, blending old rituals with new rules. The city is a living paradox, ancient rhythms, modern controls. You realize, here, the future and the past coexist, sometimes uneasily. The digital world is everywhere, shaping not just how people live, but how they think. It's a society in transition, efficient, safe, but always watched. The question lingers. What's gained, and what's lost, in this new order? You keep looking for answers, even as the city moves on. In China, the digital age is not just a tool, it's the new reality. To understand China, you must look back. In the Forbidden City, you feel the weight of centuries. Power, hierarchy, order. The tools have changed. Imperial edicts replaced by algorithms, but the principle of central control endures. In Pingyao, ancient walls and cobblestone streets evoke a living past. Family meals, stories passed down, respect for elders, traditions that survive revolutions. One day, you're in a centuries-old temple, the next on a high-speed train rocketing across the country. The train is a symbol, fast, efficient, connecting a nation. This is the tension of modern China, reverence for the past, pursuit of the future. You see it in young designers blending tradition with innovation, in architecture inspired by bamboo. It's a constant negotiation, preserving identity while embracing change. The scale is staggering, the balance delicate. China is always moving between memory and ambition, and you as a traveler are caught in that current. In hostels and train lines, you meet other travelers, each with a different China. A German backpacker, frustrated by the internet, finds unexpected connection over a family meal in a remote village. A Brazilian couple marvels at the landscapes and efficiency, seeing only beauty and order. An American, returning after decades, is stunned by the transformation, progress mixed with nostalgia for a rawer past. These stories reveal there's no single China. Each journey is shaped by what you seek, what you notice, what you're willing to overlook. Some see restrictions, others see progress. The truth is messy, complicated, and personal. China reflects your own expectations back at you. It forces you to confront your biases, and that's what makes travel here unforgettable. What do you take home? Not souvenirs, but faces and moments. The student in Chengdu, eager to practice English, dreams of studying abroad. The chef in Xi'an, teaching you to fold dumplings, laughing at your clumsy attempts. In these moments, barriers melt, just two people, sharing a task, a laugh. These unscripted connections matter most. They remind you of our shared humanity. Family, work, hope, pride. People here navigate their system, find joy, celebrate, worry, love. It's more complex than headlines suggest. Travel here is an exercise in empathy. Seeing people, not politics. You learn to listen, to respect, to question your assumptions. You leave humbled, aware of how much you don't know. The world is bigger, richer, and more nuanced than you imagined. And you carry that understanding home. Why travel? Not for photos or bragging rights, but for moments that break us open. China is beautiful, frustrating, enlightening, confusing. A place that stays with you. No country is just one thing, it's millions of stories woven together. To understand, you must go, see, listen, connect. We share these stories to spark curiosity, not give easy answers. The world is vast, complicated, and worth exploring. The more we understand each other, the smaller the distances become. That's the power of travel. If these stories move you, join us, subscribe, connect, and keep exploring. The journey is far from over.